Hello, welcome to the Manufacturing Academy. My name is Ray Harkins, and this is the introductory video for the Udemy course titled Process Capability Analysis. Thank you for stopping by to check it out. If you are working in quality, if you're working in manufacturing, if you're working as an industrial engineer, you absolutely have to understand the workings of this process capability analysis. Essentially, what process capability analysis is a set of tools used to compare a process's natural limits to the specification limits that it has to comply to. So maybe you're working in injection molding, you're working in CNC machining, you're working in sheet metal stamping. Every one of these are processes that has an output. Where parts are created and they have certain features that measure sizes, and all of those processes have variation, and that's very normal. Process capability analysis allows you to compare that natural variation to the specification limits, those requirements that you're receiving from your customer, maybe that are necessary for the next process. That's what process capability analysis is. And it ends up being an entire tool set. And this course is going to teach you that tool set. And I'm going to step through quite a few elements to get to the end here. First, I'm going to start with the manufacturing development process. How does a manufacturing process get built in the first place? How does it get designed in the first place? And then I'm going to show you where process capability analysis is useful in that design process. Then I'm going to step you through the necessary statistics that you're going to have to learn. If you don't have a background in stats, that's fine. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. We're going to talk about mean. We're going to talk about standard deviation. We're going to talk about variance. And we're also going to talk about the normal distribution curve. Do not be alarmed or afraid if you don't have that stats background. And if you do, this is going to provide a nice refresher course for you, because sometimes, as I've learned in my 20+ years of quality experience, is that people have misconceptions about the uses of certain statistics, like standard deviation. When do you use standard deviation? When do you use maybe a different measure of dispersion? So I'm going to clear that up for you. Then we're going to build some histograms. It's one of the 7 basic quality tools, the histogram, but it's also the starting point for estimating the underlying statistical distribution in your process. So the histogram is a very powerful tool on its own, but it also feeds into this process capability analysis. And again, if you don't have experience with that, I'm going to walk you through the whole thing. And then we're going to talk about the major capability indices, Cp, Cpk, Pp, Ppk. I'm going to show you the math behind it, kind of on a screencast, but I'm going to take you into Excel too, and show you how to work it out in Excel, show you the formulas, build some templates for you, and I'm going to give you those templates too. You're going to get those at the end, so you can take these templates, take these illustrations that I'm putting together, and put them to work for you in your process at your factory. And then, I'm going to end with the interpretation. Knowing the math behind something, building a spreadsheet, that's great. But the biggest gap of knowledge that I've seen isn't how to calculate Cpk or Ppk, but it's interpreting those results. So I'm going to dig deep into the interpretation of the output of the process capability analysis. And you know what? I actually decided to throw a couple special topics into. I'm going to talk at the end about how to deal with some special cases like one-sided tolerances. That causes confusion for a lot of people. And I'm also going to talk about another capability index that isn't as commonly used, called CPM. It's a fantastic tool when rightly applied. So I'm going to show you not just the math behind it, but I'm going to show you how to apply that. And like I already said, I'm going to give you all the Excel templates. You're going to have, through this Udemy class, if you have any questions, you can email me directly. I'm also going to give you some cheat sheets here, because we're going to be talking about this sheet right here I'm going to give you. It's going to step you through the whole process. Whether you're dealing with a population or a sample, or you're working off a run chart, this will show you all the details you need to build your own. It's like a little cheat sheet on process capability analysis. The other thing I'm going to give you right here is what is the difference between CPK and PPK. I'm going to attach this right at the end. It's one of the most commonly misunderstood aspects of quality engineering. What's the difference? Really, what's the difference between CPK and PPK? And there's a number. There's at least 5 or 6 different factors that separate those two. And I'm also going to give you another cheat sheet here. These you can print up and use them at your workplace. This is going to teach you about something called skewness and kurtosis. And it's also going to show you how various levels of CPK, various levels of capability equate to an expected number of defects that are going to come out of your process. So it's a fantastic tool to use on the kind of the business side of quality management. So I've put all sorts of information in this course. I promise you that by the time you finish this course, if you step through every exercise, you will have a very solid understanding of capability analysis. So thank you again for checking this out. Hey, I encourage you, sign up for the class. It's a low cost course, and I guarantee that it's going to be packed full of information. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee. You get Excel templates that you can use in your workplace. You get the cheat sheets. You get hours of detailed video, and you get one-on-one with me. If you have any questions, shoot me an email through Udemy. I'll be glad to answer you. I'm very responsive, and I love hearing from students that take my course. So thank you very much for checking this out. Sign up for the class. Get on board. I'll show you everything I know about capability analysis. By the end, you will be cruising. You'll know a ton about this topic, and you'll be able to apply it in your workplace, in cost savings projects, in new product launches, in Six Sigma projects. You'll have all the information and the ability to interpret that information that you'll need to make a huge improvement at your workplace. Sign up for the class. I look forward to seeing you. Thanks so much.